Welcome, people of the World Wide Web. So I am Chris from Cypher Sigma Screen Time. Yes, and as the video would pertain, I have tried to fix my 4K issue. So if you may remember, or you follow the channel, or you've seen any of my videos, I did a video before Christmas. And as you see my weekly watch, I watch so much stuff that essentially 2, 3, 4 hours a day, my DVD Blu-ray player in my Xbox is being used. Unfortunately, it more or less, I've killed it to the point of that it plays old Blu-rays, any new Blu-rays, any 4Ks, it struggles. We won't play any 4Ks at all. Blu-rays, it's temperamental at the best of times. So this really limits what I can watch. I have quite a few 4Ks and quite a few collector sets I've started to buy in the past few years. So I needed a solution for it. And the solution is this. So when I was doing the videos, there was people like Matt's V Movies, who was mentioning about, you know, you should get a new player, blah, 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 blah. I advise Panasonic the way forward. He wasn't the only one. Another one or two people mentioned Panasonic, said they were good. Some people said they had Xboxes and PlayStations and that they didn't have any problem with. Now, as I say, if you follow my channel, if you see my collection, I think I just watch far too much. I've just literally killed the player. I don't think it's essentially, that's why a lot of people haven't had this issue. So I ordered this. Now this cost me £90 plus £30 postage and packaging. So to try and fix it, I was on a budget. You know, that is essentially, you know, I'm trying to save money and put my savings up just because I have some stuff going on in personal life for this year. All very sneakily what it could be. So sorry you didn't see me there. So it is this. So I will explain first what it is once we open it. And then I will explain where I got it from, what the rhyme and reasons. And then I will do, just because I've been inspired by, like, if you've seen AJ and that, I will plug this in later and I will play some 4Ks on it. And to see, you know, does it actually look good? I've got the Turtle box set, which is 4K, so I'm going to probably use that. Jesus, they have packed this for £3 postage and packaging. They've done really, really well. The site I use, well, as I say, I'll explain all where I got it from. Hopefully there is a controller in here as well. So there is a bit of paper. Right. Okay, so okay, so it isn't in the perfect edition. It was listed as C, which I think is one of the worst ones, which, as you will see. So this is actually a Samsung 4K player. It is the UBD K8500. So me being me, I'm not the biggest tech guy. I like to know how stuff works, but I'm not when it comes to my movies. I just enjoy movies. I know, you know, I have DVDs that aren't the best quality, but I will still enjoy a movie if it's good. You know, I don't necessarily upgrade it unless I feel it's desperately. I'm not even about, I've got to have everything in one format. As you will see, I have series where some's Blu-ray, some's DVD, just because that's how I've purchased it. Some stuff I am upgrading to Blu-ray just because of, it's better. So obviously, I'm naive. I did, after doing that video, obviously apart from Matt and another person in the chat saying, do Panasonic, that's what I started to look. I did find a Panasonic. Now this is from CEX, and I'll explain why I went to CEX first of all. Well, partly because it's budget, not having massive amounts of cash and stuff like this. And so, okay, so cool. We have a little remote, and we have we had for HDMI cable. Oh, that's great. And we had the power cable. So yeah, that's all I need. That's all I was looking for. And it is it. Obviously, it says Ultra UHD there. We have all the ports at the back. So two HDMIs, a HDMI in and a HDMI out. Obviously that's quite interesting because I have a different little unit for my sound bar, so I'm interested in how that will work. But that's fine. So yeah, so when I was looking for, and when you go on CX, when you go and stuff, you come across, when you type 4K player, there's a lot of 4K upscaling players. Something I did not know, 4K upscaling is a Blu-ray player that upscales the quality of those Blu-rays to 4K. It will not play 4K discs. Lesson learned, I didn't know this. Obviously, my TV isn't a 4K output, but it can play 4Ks. So I did check that with the 4K players. They are compatible. It just means you will only get like 1080p out of. Again, this is all still a little bit alien to me. So this is just what I've Googled and stuff like this. So I say, this cost me 90 quid. It's got scratches on top. I don't care. As long as the thing works, which it does. Like, it has got a USB port in the front, as well as, so I can put USBs in place, stuff there like wedding videos and stuff. And then obviously we have the Ultra HD Blu-ray player there. So I looked, as I say, plug in. It has apps, so I did look. Most of these players have apps that you have to sometimes update the software. I don't really care. I have a smart TV, I have an Xbox, they play the apps. I don't need, I have a multi-region DVD player as well, that has apps. Like, I don't need 4 or 5 devices that have apps on it, if that makes sense. I just want this to play. As I say, so looks really good. We will test it, but yeah, so this cost me £90. Now there were several reasons. One, I'm on a budget, so this was the cheapest one I found that they had in stock. They did have cheaper ones, but they kept going out. And with CX, I think there was only ever 2 of these when I've been looking for, like, since Christmas, before Christmas. It's far cheaper than a brand new one. With CEX, if you keep the receipt, which is what this is here, you get 5 years warranty. 5. Any other electrical device or a standard electrical device, you only get 12 months. CEX guarantee you, as long as you have the receipt, 5 years. Now, the rate I go through them and the rate I've gone through my Xbox in 5 to 6 years, this was a must. I was like, the review said it was really, really good. It is what it says. It's, a lot of people were like, you need the right sound bar, you need to write down the right TV to maximize it. I don't care about that. For me, it is all about being able to play 4Ks, because obviously this is something that I've not been able to do due to this issue. It's quite a big player, so I'm going to have to move stuff around on my display where my TV and Xbox and stuff are. And say, we'll do that video and I'll splice it in now. So we've decided to venture with the turtles. There is the unit plugged in, and obviously the TV. So we shall turn it on. Let's do it that way, apologies. And there we have the unit and the screen. So let's pop open and sit back. So looks good so far. It's playing the disc, so that's the first one. And there we go. Obviously, I don't have a 4K TV, so that's why it's coming up a bit flaky, but looks really good. And then hopefully you got to see like turtles and see what it looked like and if it works. Hopefully there was no issues. If there is, I'll be re-radioing this and no one will ever see it. But I mean, as I say, it's got everything. Has it got? That's probably the only question mark. Does it have batteries in the remote? I can't get it open. So that's the next question. I've got a, I think I got a, yeah, I've got my lucky coin up here that I use for scratch off. So we will use this. And there you go. Oh, it does come with a battery. That's fine. It is a 1034, I think. So 2032. So I've got several of those downstairs. So if I have any problems, that's fine. There we go. Does it look like it? I don't know if it works, but we shall try it, as I say. A great bargain. I say it's not a Panasonic, yes. Samsung, I still think are quite good products. Obviously, I've had a lot of Samsung products over the time that I've been alive. Never had real problems with it, TVs and stuff like this. So yeah, I think it's a great bargain. Say £93. I've now got a 4K player that will last me essentially 5 years, unless it breaks and I get a new one because this runs out and they have to give me another one. Who knows? But yeah, I say good the fact it comes with a cable, and it comes with a HDMI cable as well. I'm not sure if you bought a unit brand new it would come up. But anyway, what are your thoughts and feelings? Have you ever used a Samsung 4K player? Do you think I've got a bargain with £93 or £92.99 if you want to be precise? But I've been Chris from Size Signal Screen Time. Let's carry on this conversation down in chat, and I'll definitely see you in the next one.